Good morning. It's Tuesday, January 30th. Let me ask you this. Have you ever had to wear a very uncomfortable pair of shoes all day long and you didn't have any other shoes to change and so you just had to endure them? What kind of day did that give you? Did that change your day? It probably did. Probably all you thought about was your feet. You weren't able to think straight. Well, in Ephesians chapter 6, it talks about the armor of God, which some Christians know about. This means that they're explaining that we're not fighting physical people. We are actually fighting spiritual forces and all kinds of hosts of wickedness which we can't see. That is actually because it is spiritual. We are fighting a spiritual battle, and we can't see it. We think that person is against us when really it is something beyond that person that is making us miserable. So we want peace. And we don't realize we have to fight every single day. We are fighting a spiritual battle. We don't even know it. It starts with our bodies that are aching and hurting, in our feet and our heads, and then it starts with a wrong word at breakfast, and it goes on to the rest of the day, and a boss gets on your back about something, and then you come home and there's children, or even a TV show can upset you or make you just continue to have a bad day. Well, that's because we're fighting spiritual forces. We're not fighting physical forces. We think we are, but being humans, we only think if we can see it, smell it, taste it, feel it, then it's real. And if we can't, it's not real. Well, that's not true. It's very real that we are fighting a spiritual battle every single day. And in Ephesians, in chapter 6, it talks about what to do. And what we should do is put on the armor of God. And it talks about various parts, just like a soldier. A soldier back in them days would put on his breastplate, his belt, his sword, all these things. Well, today I'm just going to talk about this one that's always kind of been a mystery. It's chapter 6, verse 15. It says, "And having shod your feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace." Kind of sounds contradictory. You're fighting a battle, and yet we're talking about the gospel of peace. Well, first of all, when you put your shoes on for the day, if they're comfortable, if they're appropriate, you are ready to go. The shoes are kind of the last thing I put on, and then I'm ready to go out the door. Well, so you want to put on good shoes. The gospel of peace, okay? Gospel means good news. That's what it means, just good news. And our good news as Christians is that Jesus sacrificed for us so that we could be saved. That brings us peace. No matter what happens, we know we're going to heaven. We have peace. Even Jesus said he gives us peace beyond understanding. And also, we also have, as we're wearing those shoes of the gospel of peace, we are also being prepared. And if, as we're fighting this battle, if there is someone that needs to be saved, someone that is fallen down in the battle and taken a lot of blows, we can give them the gospel of peace. We can tell them about it and prepare them for peace. We have to always be prepared to tell our story. And we put those shoes on, and that means those are we are preparing for the gospel of peace when we put them on our feet. Because once our feet are taken care of, we're ready to go. We can go out the door. We can do our work. We can serve God. We can fight those battles. And remember, you have the gospel of peace, which means you are saved and you have the good news of Jesus being sacrificed. And There may be someone along the way who has fallen, and you see them and you can pick them up and you can tell them, look, I have the gospel of peace on my feet. You can have the same thing. I hope that makes sense to you, and you have a great day, and God bless you.